Welcome to my mom's Chinese recipes. Today we are going to be making another Fuzhou's delicacy, taro triangle cakes. This is really delicious option that we love to have for breakfast, and it brings back a lot of good memories. For this dish, you'll need the big taro roots. You can find these at TNT. They have them as a whole root, or they have the pre-peeled ones like this. Some people can have an itchy reaction to the skin, so this is an easier option. You need to cut them. First, we're going to slice the taro root very, very thinly. And then we are going to add water to our pot. Add in the slices. It will be done after about 7 or 8 minutes. Keep it at medium-low heat and cover it with the lid after it comes to a rolling boil. The other ingredient we'll need for this dish is white rice flour. We also noticed a big difference in the rice flour depending on where it's from, and we find this one from Thailand or any other Asian countries to work the best. Now we are going to add in some water and mix it until everything is fully incorporated. You want to make sure not to have any clumps. And then this is the texture that we are aiming for. You should be able to drizzle it out like that. We're going to add our seasoning, some salt, some five spice, and fish sauce. This is going to be our batter that's going to keep the taro paste together later. Coming back to our taros, it should be fully cooked. We're going to mash it with a potato masher along with the water. This is why we need to make sure that not too much water has evaporated during the cooking process. This doesn't have to be fully mashed. As long as you get them to tiny pieces, it's enough. Now we are going to add in some more water. Turn up the heat again on a pot, and this time we just want it to be around 90 degrees, just barely simmering. And now we're going to turn off the heat. This is very crucial. And then drizzle in your batter. Make sure that the heat is off to do this, otherwise it's going to get very clumpy. So the technique is just stirring with one hand while drizzling in with the other hand. As you can see that the residual heat is enough to solidify some of the liquid. And now we have this semi-liquid, semi-solid texture. We're going to pour it into a mold of your choice. I like to use a glass squarish container. We want to tap out any air bubbles and then just push down any pockets of air you see as well. Smooth out the top for aesthetics. Try to find a container that is about the same size as mine so that your product will be consistent as mine, and the smoother your batter is, the more filled in it is, the prettier the product will be. Now we are going to move on to the steaming stage. I've already preheated it. And then we're going to steam for about 20 minutes. You can tell it's finished steaming when you see that it has risen. If you feel like it's still the same level as before, you can steam it for a little bit longer. Now, after it's cooled down, we are going to flip it out of the mold. Just gently tap on the back to release any air pressure, and it should come out really easily. And you get this jello-like product, and we are ready for the final stage. To get the iconic triangle shape, we're simply going to slice it in half, and then we're going to cut it in half the other way again. Traditionally, this is a treat that is deep fried. You get a very crispy, airy exterior and very fluffy melt in your mouth center. But for the sake of making this at home, I'm going to be showing you how to pan fry these. So you want to get a non-stick pan and a neutral oil with a high smoking point. So I'm just using avocado oil here. Pan fry on about medium heat You just want it to be hot enough so you can hear the sizzling sound and see the tiny bubbles. Any hotter than this, it might burn too quickly. They are still really delicate right now, so try to be patient and wait for a golden skin to form at the bottom before attempting to flip it. So you can slowly push it around and you can see that the bottom layer is now crisp and hard. This is a great time to flip it over. You want to make sure that all the sides has an opportunity to crisp up. I like to finish frying them like this so that the oil has a chance to kind of slip off and all the edges also get really golden and crispy. Once it's all ready, we are going to transfer it over to a piece of paper towel. You can hear the crispness from the edges. And now we're going to do a taste test. You can see that the inside is very soft. This is a great dish for anybody who likes a starchy root kind of texture. So if you're a fan of potatoes or pumpkins, you would also love taro. And that is it. We hope you will give this recipe a try and let us know how you like it. See you next time.